How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping out another video. Right, guys, this is a story on my former prison, Strangeways, or HMP Manchester as it's officially known. This is a story on the Manchester Evening News website. Link in the description below, like I always do. Headline reads, all prison visits to Strangeways cancelled after database stopped working. It means staff at the Category A prison are unable to track who goes in and out. All visits to Strangeways prison have been cancelled until further notice due to a problem with the computer database. No visitors have been allowed into the Category A prison today as staff were unable to record who goes in and out following the technical glitch. A prison service spokesman said prison visits at HMP Manchester have had to be cancelled today because of a problem with the computer database which records those that have been booked. We apologise for any inconvenience this has caused. A spokesman said a decision will be made tomorrow over whether prison visitors will be allowed in over the coming days. Earlier this month, the MEN reported that prisoners were given extra blankets and bedding after a heating system failure. One inmate said both staff and prisoners were forced to wear coats as a result. HMP Manchester, which is still known by its former name of Strangeways, is one of the biggest high-security Category A men's prisons in the country. The jail has a capacity for more than 1,200 inmates and was rebuilt following the riot there in 1990. Parts of the inner city prison were built in the Victorian times. The prison's a Victorian prison, it's as simple as that. It's run down, it's dilapidated, and it's full of cockroaches and mice. This is just disgusting. It's below standard and it's wrong, to be honest. It's 2019, guys, right? Why the hell would the system go down, right? Are they trying to antagonise prisoners? It could just be a technical glitch, no problem at all. But the fact is, the heating broke a few weeks ago. Then on top of that, now the computer's gone down. Now, so they can let prison officers work in and sign in and stuff like that because that's probably on a different system to the system that they use for prison visitors and stuff and legal visits and stuff. But yeah, it's not acceptable in my opinion, guys. You've got to think, not everyone, do you think, answer me this question, right? And I know the answer. Do you think the prison has ranked every person, every prisoner's family that had a visit booked for today to tell them on the phone that the computers are down? Do you think that they did that? No, no, no. Do you know what I found out? I found out because HMP Manchester, or Strangeways as we call it, tweeted out from the prison. They've got a Twitter account, propaganda guys, pushing the positives and suppressing the negatives. They've gone on there and they've said, look, this is the situation. So I saw it on there. I've retweeted it. Journalists have obviously seen it. They've written the story. But yeah, it's just, they won't have told all these prisoners' families. Now, one thing you need to be aware of, guys, if you're coming on a visit to Strangeways, right, even though it's a local, it's a Cat A prison. It's actually a multi-category prison built to a high security Cat A standard because it only actually houses 40 Category A prisoners, right? The rest of them are Cat Bs and Cat Bs and Cat Cs, right? Some, like I say, remand sentence prisoners and stuff like that. So yeah. So anyway, simply put, yeah, prisoners' families are not from the local area. If you're from Newcastle and you come and commit a crime in Manchester and you go to Manchester Crown Court, you're getting sent to Strangeways. People get shipped here, there and everywhere. I've been in prison with Geordies, Scousers, like I say, Brummies, people from down south, Cockneys, you know what I mean? And prisoners' families, though, travel long distances, guys. Sometimes they're from the local estate. They might be from Salford or Manny or whatever, and they're travelling in, bam, bam, bam. But you've got prisoners' families that could be travelling from further afield to the prison, right? And they might have not had a visit for a month because they can't afford, because money doesn't grow on trees. So they might be getting a train down or putting themselves up in an hotel, and they come to the prison and they're like, well, sorry, we can't let you in. So I don't like it. I really, really don't like it at all. And like I say, once you're convicted, right, you get one visit a week, unless you're enhanced, and then you can have an extra visit if you choose to use your extra visit. But when you are convicted at Strangeways, one visit a week. And like I say, you're not necessarily going to be travelling from the local area. I just think that it's substandard, guys, and I think it's disgusting that in 2019 these things are allowed to happen. Like I said, it could be a technical glitch. I always got a sort of paranoid mentality and think that they're trying to antagonise the prisoners to some regard. Like I said, it's probably just a technical glitch, but it is a high security facility. You've got to put your fingerprints, like you start in the visiting centre. From the visiting centre, you queue up, you get there. If it's your first time on a visit, they'll take a picture of you. You've got to take loads of ID. Then, but once you're on the system, you just go in, you queue up, you put your fingerprint on it, then it's right, and then you go put your stuff in a locker, take your money, take your locker key, go up to the top bit of the jail, which is the reception, sort of like the visiting sort of area. Go through the door, there's like a disabled ramp, go up the ramp, through the door, there's all these grey like trays. You take your shoes off or your coat, put them in there, put them on the thing, you get a stamp, put your fingerprint on, go through, stand on the thing, they wand you down, pat you down, open your mouth, and then you go through, then you get your shoes and your coat, go through an x-ray machine, you get them back, then you wait for this door to open, you step in, there might be 10 of you, then it will close, and then the other one opens, and you go up the stairs, and then you all sit down in a load of rows of seats, and then everyone will stand up at once when they're like ready, and then you go, you put your fingerprint on, you go through. If the drugs dog's on, you've got 4 chairs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You sit down with your hands on your knees. The drugs dog walks past you, goes up, comes back down. If it sits down on you in the shit, like if it sits down and it like indicates you've got something on you, you're in for a world of shit. Hopefully none of you are doing that. Then from there you go up the stairs, and when you was going through the first bit where the x-ray machine bit is downstairs, you get a stamp on your hand, on your left hand normally. So then when you're going up the next set of stairs, you put your hand under this UV light, your stamp will be on there, and then you go through there, and then you press this little button, and there's a turnstile, and then you go in, then it opens up, then you've got all the vulnerable prisoners on your right, or you, like I said, people that are on protection and paedophiles and rapists and stuff. You walk past, and then it opens up, and you've got your tuck shock on the left. Like I say, if the system's down, a system's down. It's a very high security prison. Like I say, it's one of 8 in England. There isn't actually any high security prisons in Wales. But the fact is, guys, it could antagonise prisoners. It could, like I said, prisoners will not be happy. Prisoners will be kicking off, and prisoners' families should also not be happy neither, because, like I say, then you've got a problem. Then if you've got the prisoners, like I say this goes on for a day or two or a couple of days, right? They said they're going to decide, like sharpish, if they're going to turn people away for the next couple of days. And like I said, that's legal visits, that's like prisoners' families and stuff like that, yeah. So then what's going to happen is the other prisoners' families that were not affected, they're going to continue booking their visits. So you're going to end up people with double booked, and they're going to struggle to get a visit. They might have to wait 2 weeks to get another visit, which is disgusting, guys. Like I said, I don't like it. Lord Farmer himself states that prisoners who receive visits whilst in prison are 39% less likely to reoffend. So things like this, right, this isn't, it seems to be a one-off, so I am more inclined to believe it is a technical glitch. But the fact is, prisoners will be up in arms. They'll be kicking off. Trust me when I tell you, prisoners' families should also not be happy with this situation. The prison have let people know via social media, but that's not enough. Not all these prisoners' families are on social media. Not every prisoner's family is on Twitter. So like I said, will they have rang up each individual family and say, oh, you booked on a visit today, just to let you know, don't turn up because you're not going to get in. No, no, no. So they'll wait for everyone to congregate on the prison and turn up and stuff, and then they'll be told, go away, and families will be up in arms. Imagine travelling 3 hours to go on a visit because you're travelling from out of area. You might be using money that you've not necessarily got. You get there and they say, sorry, go home. That's the reality, guys. It's the reality, and it's a sad state of affairs. It is what it is. We can't change it, guys. Just letting you know, if you've got a visit booked in the next few days, please ring up the visiting centre. The booking number, I believe, is 0161 816 5600. I'll put the number in the description below. If you've got a visit booked for the next few days, my advice would be ring up the prison, speak to them, make sure the glitch is cleared and you're able to go on the visit before you travel, because I don't want you to spend money that you haven't got or a wasted journey so you can be told no. So just keeping you guys up to date. Thank you very much for your time. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.